Hi everyone, this is Sapna Changrani and I'm very happy to be a part of DS Learn, Train and Share series. Stretch and challenge are the latest buzzwords in the world of education. When we talk about challenges in a classroom, we are not targeting only the brightest students or the gifted and talented. What we need to do is to look at all our students in class. And hey, stretch and challenge is something which comes from us first and then goes to the students. If you are ready to stretch and challenge yourself to your learning and to your growth, it's only then your students follow you. So it's very important that we understand that stretch and challenge is a part of our life. And yes, they are complex, but simple ideas can make complex times beautiful. To start with, we need to create an ethos of ambition, aspiration, and passion for learning in your classroom. And how does that happen? It's because of few strategies in place. And before we come back to all the strategies which we will discuss today in our session, I would like to talk about why are we doing this? Ultimately, what are we intending to create? Who would be our learners? Our learners would be inquisitive, disciplined, persistent, imaginative, resilient. These are the learners we are looking at the end of the day, and we are trying to see how stretch and challenge activities can have a scope as a part of your curriculum. So, in order to meet these challenges, we need to first have the right mindset. So, to start with, get your students right from the outset. The word go, they enter your class, you create a tempo which is all moving them out of their comfort zone, catching attention, making it fun, making them realize that the next 45 minutes is all about learning that will actually benefit and help them. So those 5 minutes, those 10 minutes are very, very important what you dedicate and call it as your starter. You're definitely checking their prior knowledge, but in order to do that, you need to keep in mind that those need to be interesting. So it could start with open-ended questions. One such strategy which I'll talk about today is thunks. Now, what are thunks? Thunks are unusual questions to make you think. Just have a look at the screen. What color would a zebra be if it loses all its stripes? Thinking. If I switch the lights off, does the wall change its color? Thinking. If you had $500,000 and you had to do a scientific research, what would you do? How would you do? Thinking. A lot of thinking. So, thunks will help you actually come up with different set of questions which are unusual, weird, and sometimes they will not have the right or wrong answer. Get students involved in your learning process. What is it without students? If they are not being a part of your class, no matter how good you are with your lesson and with your knowledge, it makes no sense. So 80% is student and 20% is teacher. 20% is vital and significant because, hey, there are no independent learners born. You create them. And unless and until you are not sure of your foundation and the kind of questioning you will do and the kind of presentation you have in mind or preparation you have for your lesson, nothing will go right. So your lesson plan is your biggest tool. And the lesson plan first has your learning objective. So why and how and what they're going to learn, it comes through the lesson, but it's important for them to know about it. Questioning, again, very interesting part of your, I would say it's also personality of a teacher. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to play basketball or you want to play tennis? So play question basketball, student to student, not student to teacher. No hands up questioning. Ask questions which are higher order thinking. Make sure that it's not about just recollecting the knowledge, but you have moved to the ladder and you are talking about how can they combine new ideas, how can they break their concepts, what kind of judgments and opinions they will have based on what guidelines you have given, and eventually how informative, uh, how innovative is their information, how innovatively they are presenting it, what is it that they are creating is what you're looking at. Then I would say, after that, it's all about structuring the questions. What happens next? Students can be shown a picture or series of pictures and ask them what happens next. Again, they're thinking, again, you're stretching them, you're challenging them, you are asking them, you are actually going in for reverse questioning. You giving the students the answers and they have to frame questions, and they have not to frame questions only for themselves but for their peers. So they take charge of their learning and their peers' learning as well. So it gives them quite an empowerment and quite a high that, okay, so I'm questioning my peer and I need to frame a question. What I have is the answer. So just imagine their involvement and their thought process behind every activity what they are doing. Get students to write probing questions. And like, for example, this video, I have a set of prompts and cues all over the room where I'm sitting, because prompts and cues help me come up with what I am going to present. So even for students, it's very important that you give them the right direction, right prompts. It's not again about why, what and how, and also about prediction. It's about the possibility, and also asking them to go that extra mile, give them time to construct their own questions, develop their own questions with all those prompts and cues what you give them. It could be historic, it could be present, it could be futuristic. It's how well they can use their imagination with the help of your prompts and cues. Now, this is all what you need to do, but there are certain things what you need to avoid, and certain strategies or certain styles of teaching which one needs to avoid are, for example, the knight in shining armor coming to rescue. Don't allow the louder students to dominate. Don't allow the smarter students to dominate. I know it's a bit of a comfort zone when you know that you've taught something and you're getting positive answers right in the beginning itself. There's a sense of satisfaction. But the actual sense of satisfaction is not when 5 children of your class answer. It's when all the 30 students of your class answer. So it's very important that you keep that in mind. Oversimplifying and over scaffolding doesn't help either. So accepting the first response readily and not grilling the students further. So, okay, this is what you can achieve. Great, fantastic. But I'm looking for more. Ask for more. Only when you ask for more is what you will get. So I guess grilling is important again. See, the most important learning is what you take back. And when we have these series and these sessions, one needs to keep in mind that what's my take back at the end of it and how am I going to implement? So there's a lot which has been spoken and discussed and published. But if I take back 10% what I really need and what I really lack is only that I know. I've always believed and maintained you cannot teach a teacher, but you can train a teacher, and you can train anyone. So take this as a part of reinforcement, take this as a part of training. The entire series, so many topics, so many suggestions, so much of professional learning experience we all have, and let us all share that. Teachers are wonderful in the classroom. Take back and share back all these strategies, and I'm sure it's all going to work. And ultimately, it's taking them out of their comfort zone to help them think really hard, because life is not easy when they will step out, and we are preparing them for the very same reason to face the world, which is full of complexities. And who better than us would know that? So if you stay resolute and communicate with students, make them understand of why you're stretching them, why you're challenging them. It's not easy, but if you are very clear again with why and how, and you show them the purpose and the benefit of it, they will definitely respond and they will definitely appreciate. So on that note, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next part of Stretch and Challenge with some more strategies in place and some more things what you should and what you shouldn't do. Thank you so much. Signing off, Sapna Changrani. Bye bye.